Welcome to Kiran Study Hub. Please subscribe to my channel in the YouTube. Hello students, let us continue the chapter Resource and Development. Land resources. Land is a natural resource of utmost importance. Land supports natural vegetation or forest, wildlife, human life, economic activities, transport, communication, etc. The problem is land is an asset of finite magnitude, which means land is limited. Hence, it has to be used very judiciously with proper planning and careful planning. India has a variety of relief features such as mountains, plateaus, plains, and islands. About 43% of the land area is plain, and plain area supports agriculture and industry, whereas mountain accounts for 30%, and mountains are source of rivers, supports tourism, and maintains ecological balance. And 27% of the area is plateau region, and the plateaus are rich in minerals, fossil fuels, and forest. As mentioned in the previous slide, 43% of the land area is made up of plains, 30% is made up of mountains, and 27% of the land area is made up of plateaus in India. Land utilization. The land has been used for various purposes. Some of the land in India is completely of forest. Second, land is not available for cultivation, which includes barren and wasteland. Such as examples such as the Thar desert of Rajasthan, the cold deserts of Ladakh, and land put to non-agricultural uses such as cities. And in cities we find buildings, roads, railways, airports, seaports, factories. There we don't go for agriculture. The third is other uncultivated land, which excluding fallow land, which includes permanent pastures and grazing land, where the grazing land used for grazing purpose for cattle, sheep, goat, etc. Land under miscellaneous tree crop groves, which does not include the net sown area or the cultivable area. Third is cultivable wasteland, where the land is left uncultivated for more than 5 agricultural years. Next is fallow lands. The fallow lands means the farmers will leave the land vacant for several months or several years so that the land will get back its fertility or to restore fertility. That is called fallow land. Under fallow lands we have current fallow, where the land is left without cultivation for 1 year or less than 1 agricultural year. And the second is other than current fallow, where the land is left uncultivated for past 1 to 5 agricultural years. And the last is net sown area, nothing but where the farmers will do cultivation. It is an agriculture area, and sometimes the farmers will sow the land more than once and get 2 crops, 3 crops in a year. That is called gross cropped area. Land use pattern in India. The use of land is determined both by physical factors and human factors. The physical factors include topography, climate, soil, etc. Whereas human factors include population density, technological capability, culture, etc. Next, let us come to land use data. In India, only 93% of the total geographical areas land use data is available or known, because land use reporting for most of the northeastern states except Assam has not been done fully, as well as some areas of Jammu Kashmir occupied by Pakistan and China has also not been surveyed. Because of these two factors, only 93% of the land use data is available. Next, the land under permanent pasture is decreasing. This is going to affect the cattle population. And there is one more land which we studied earlier, is other than current fallow land. These lands are either of poor quality or the cost of cultivation is very high. If these lands are cultivated once or twice in about 2 to 3 years, then if this other than the current fallow lands are included in the net sown area, then the percentage of net sown area in India will go up from 45% to around 54%. The pattern of net sown area is varying from one state to another state in India. For example, the net sown area is around is over 80% in some of the northern states such as Punjab and Haryana, whereas it is less than 10% in the northeastern states such as Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Manipur, and even Andaman Nicobar. And in India, the forest area is very less. And as per National Forest Policy of 1952, the minimum or desired forest area should be 33%. But India's forest area is less than the minimum forest area of 33%, and forest area is very much significant because it is going to maintain the ecological balance as well as it is going to help the people who are living on the fringes of the forest. In India, one of the biggest concern is the percentage of permanent pastures and grazing land, which was 4.71% in 1960-61, has decreased to 3.30%. This has been a biggest concern, which is going to affect what cattle population, sheep, goat, etc. And one important significant improvement is the increase in the forest area, which was 18.11% in 1960-61. It has been increased to 23.3% because of the continuous government efforts in forest department. Whereas net sown area or the agricultural land or the cultivated area has almost remained constant from which is 45.26%, which has slightly improved to 45.50%. Land degradation. Continuous use of land over a longer period of time without taking appropriate measures to conserve the land and to manage the land has resulted in land degradation. This has resulted in serious repercussions or consequences on the society as well as environment. Human activities have not only brought land degradation but has also increased or aggravated the rate of land degradation. And some of the causes are deforestation, overgrazing, mining, quarrying, mining, all are what reasons for land degradation. In a states like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Odisha, deforestation due to mining has caused severe land degradation, and in states such as Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra, overgrazing is one of the main reasons for land degradation. In the states such as Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, over-irrigation is responsible for land degradation due to waterlogging conditions, which is leading to increase in the salinity and alkalinity in the soil. And mineral processing such as grinding of limestone for cement industry and calcite and soapstone for ceramic industry generates huge quantity of dust in the atmosphere. This dust will settle down on the soil, and this will retard, the dust will retard the infiltration of water into the soil. This will decrease the groundwater level as well as reduce the moisture content in the soil. And in the recent years, even the industrial effluents from the industries has become a major source of land and water pollution. We have shared our land with the past generations and will have to do so with the future generations too. 95% of our basic needs for food, shelter and clothing are obtained from land. Hence, we need to conserve land resources. And there are many conservation measures to prevent land degradation and conserve land resources. And those are afforestation, proper management of grazing, and planting of shelter belts, control on overgrazing, stabilization of sand dunes by growing thorny bushes. These are some of the methods to check land degradation in the arid areas. And proper management of wasteland, control of mining activities, proper discharge and disposal of industrial effluents and waste after treatment, all can reduce land as well as water degradation in the industrial and suburban areas. Thank you.